Good morning. This is what I'm doing. These have all been reinforced with aircraft plywood, but now I'm going to install my ailerons so that I can install the hardware to go with them. Now, in order to do that and not run into a problem afterwards, because I am going to cover this in vinyl, I'll do these areas in vinyl first. That way, I can, and I've pre-drilled them already, I can install my hinges after the vinyl's in place. Make for a neat job. In addition to that, I will cover these ailerons with vinyl as well. That way, this whole area is finished. Then I can work on my servo compartments. Uh-oh.
What's that all for?
Here comes the boss. I'm not working.
Was I a bit bossy this morning?
Yeah, you're in front of the camera. The back of your head's in front of my camera.
Oh my God.
Well, you can stand here and talk to me.
I was bossy this morning. That's why he's calling me the boss.
Yes. Let me just shut the camera off for a second. That was my wife's visit. She bought this project for me for a Christmas present. Well, I made it clear what I wanted for Christmas. She was good enough to buy it for me. In turn, I had to give in to some updated clothing and stuff like that, but she's worth it. Anyway, back to this. Now, I'm installing this, as I said before, ahead of time. So when I wrap my vinyl, I won't be completely wrapping it. I'll be wrapping it into the area that I can reach. Meantime, all of this will be nicely finished. Very sharp knife needed for trimming. If you want a neat job, dedicate a knife just to trimming vinyl. That's if you go the vinyl route. There. The vinyl, the particular type of vinyl I'm using is called Vivid. I'm gonna recommend them only because that's it there. VVIVID vinyls. I find the product very good. It's what they call air release technology. No problem getting air bubbles out from under it. It bonds very well to any smooth surface. And I've had no problem with it ever coming off. Now, I use the heat, it's not a heat gun, I use a hair dryer. That shortens the bonding time. Like for instance, with this edge here, what I will do is I won't try to take this big sheet that I'm going to cover it with and try to cover the curve too. What I do is I cover this curve first to about here, like this. And then, when I put my larger sheet on, I don't have to try curving it around here. I can just terminate it, like here. Nice clean cut, you don't see it, and you've got a nice finish here. Small piece here, then the larger piece as you go. Okay. What did you think of the moose? I was doing this job and I happened to notice a shadow through the window. They come right up to the house. Those two are last year's calves. Get my glue to come out here. The two smaller ones are last year's calves. The one by herself, that's their mother. you notice she's quite fat. Right now she's convincing the calves to leave home. The size of the mother that she'll be chasing them away totally very shortly, and she'll be going to have her new calves. This mother's been with us for about 4 years now. She had a single calf her first year, and every year after that she's had twins. We had one cow here. Well, we had her for about 9 years. And all she ever had was twins. A good environment for them, lots of food, so they have a good life. The bull, he's beautiful. Had a chance to do a measurement on him one year. Well, there's more than one of them, but he was 12 foot 4 inches tall. And the reason I know that, he walked up to something one day and I thought, I can measure that. So after he left, I went out and measured where he had been standing. He was 12 foot 4 feet tall. Probably weighs about 1,800 pounds. All legs. It's because you have to beat your way through the snow all winter long. But you get to know them all. The cows, the young cows, it's pretty safe. They very gentle. They're shy at first till they get to know you, but otherwise they're very friendly. The little bulls, on the other hand, well, the little bulls are, well, typical little bulls. Yeah, they can be okay when they're very young, but as they get older, they get a bit feisty. We have a lot of trails where I live here. It takes us out to the ocean and to some of the smaller bays. You can walk them quite safely, but if you see a bull, they'll walk right past you, as long as you don't get in their way. I've had them walk the distance I am right now from the camera, the bulls, and you just step aside, you go right on past you, he'll just ignore you. You ignore him, he ignores you. Cows, on the other hand, they can be a little bit annoying. More than once we've had to shoo them away. And sometimes you literally walk right up and give them a smack in the backside. They'll jump, but if they're into something good that they want to eat, your flower garden, your vegetable garden, then it's very hard to get rid of them. Our calves are usually born quite late around here. They're usually born around the end of June. The mother, a few days after they're born, maybe a week, she'll bring them by as though she's showing them off. Like, look what I got. They're right out in our backyard. In my case, backyard is Parks Canada. There's my property, Little piece I bought behind me. And then Parks Canada. Get a fair bit of wildlife. The first wing done. Now you can see, finishing this first is going to make for a very nice, clean looking job. Okay, this is the last of the large pieces. What I do is I put, because it's black you can't see, and I put these little tabs on. I pre-align it, in other words, so that I can see exactly where it's going to go. So when I peel the backing off, which I'm going to do right now, good. Good. Now, on the big sheets, I don't start off using heat. Put it on cold. Gently smooth it out as you're peeling the backing off. It wants to lay flat. You've got a large flat surface here, so just pat it down. Now this does require heat to hold it, or time. In my case, I use heat. And there we are. Now you can begin applying heat. Just keep playing the heat over it. Smooth with your fingers. The credit card thing, I don't know. Or squeegees. I prefer to use my hands on this.